Привет, это я Шама Наранг, я выпускник 78-го года.
Меня зовут Рупнат. Я уехал из Советского Союза в 1977 году. Сейчас вижу Россию в телевизоре и вижу столько изменений. И хочу видеть еще раз Москву.
Снова понимаешь.
1975 года.
Выпускник.
Выпускник 1975 года. Подготовить, факультет машиностроения. Faculty машиностроения. Now totally in a different field of work, instrumentation. I am in the instrumentation for last 36 years. Established many factories in India. Currently, I am a consultant, freelance consulting, at the same time, the managing director of a German company, and also in the board of directors with many other companies who are doing the engineering and various processes. That's what I am, and I have two boys. One is working in
One wife.
United States. The second boy is in Australia. And I have a very sweet wife. Her name is Jaya. So far so good. We are well settled for the last 5 years in Bangalore.
А до этого? Где вы были?
Before that I was in Indonesia, Dubai,
He's
Saudi.
been all along.
I have been in Japan a couple of years, and then also in Germany. That's what I am. I had an occasion to be in Moscow in February
You can eat
for
and talk.
50th anniversary, and I don't mind coming
I
again.
think he needs.
It's a beautiful place to be.
For me, my studies in Soviet Union, Moscow of the 70s has had a very, very important influence. To be able to understand it has to come from the socialist system that I grew up and where my ideology strengthened. I also want to tell the people there, to my teachers, my beloved teachers and my friends, that it was a very, very painful separation to come back to India and to readjust to a system which is totally very, very different, and which, after discussing with Weber, I understand that the country has preserved the medical and the hospital system of the 70s, which is absolutely lacking in our country. I really wish that please preserve the wonderful system that you all have there. Don't lose it, because here it is chaos and only profit.
Господин Surendra Pal Singh учился 5 лет в Москве, выпускник 75 года, и стал работать механическим инженером. Сейчас я работаю в Бангалоре как гендиректор авиационного завода. Если подумаем о Москве, да, memories, воспоминания очень великие, очень большие, и это очень трудно будет забыть такие хорошие, как веселые были жизни как студенты. У меня был еще один шанс работать в посольстве, индийском посольстве в Москве. Это начиная с 2070 до 10 года как первый секретарь в посольстве. Работа была очень интересная и в совсем другой, как сказать, на другом уровне. Да, Москва изменилась в этих 30-х годах. Изменилась очень сильнее. И я бы сказал, по-хорошему изменилось. Все было очень прекрасно. Появились новые возможности для всех. Да, хотелось бы еще жизнь побольше. Ну, жизнь такова. Закончить работу и вернуться. Посмотрим, может быть, когда-нибудь еще. Улетаем, поедем и еще будем
Нас приглашайте.
болтать, играть, пить и праздновать. Ну, сегодняшний день очень удачный день для всех, что и мои друзья здесь, все вместе вспоминаем наши хорошие жизни, и все очень прекрасно. В семье моя жена, госпожа Рашми, мой сын взрослый, женат, работает как программист. Дочка уже вышла замужем, работает в Америке. Все хорошо.
Yeah, we always remember our days in Moscow. They were one of the finest, probably, because that was our age of, I would say, a formative period during which time we spent our time. And I think the impression that the university gave us and the country gave us, that was enormous. And the same system that we even today we follow in our day-to-day life, what we learned in the university or in the society in Moscow, they have become part and parcel of us. And the university is so close to us, to the chest, because our teachers and professors were so elite. I don't know whether we can ever have such kind of people.
You're right.
Yes. And they have created such an impression that we can never forget them. We wish that we were still studying, but we cannot. The days have gone and the years have passed by. And we always remember the Moscow days because of that. Our association, our Pipusknik from Moscow, we try to meet every now and then. And I had an occasion to make a group gathering together during my son's wedding. We tried to call almost all of them, at least within our group. We managed to be together for a short while and again remember those fond memories what we had during the study time. I had an occasion to be in Moscow during last February, and then we always wish to get back to Moscow whenever there is an occasion.
Hello, I'm Vasant. I met Shama, whom I married in 1996, and incidentally I met her at the Russian festival in Bangalore, in India. It was the USSR festival in India. Shama was the official interpreter for the Russian troupe, and I was one of the persons who organized this event in Bangalore. And Bangaloreans were crazy about the Russian troupe that came here, especially the song, the rock star Leontev. Leontev. And the other lady, I forget her name, they were They were really a rock star, and there was repeated performance across Bangalore. There were repeat demands for Levante because his music was something totally different that Bangaloreans had not heard. I married Shama in 1996, and my life dramatically changed. I was basically, shall we say, Koni capital. Then I saw the way of looking into things, and well, it was a synergy of ideas that came. It's been a good life too. I had an opportunity to visit Moscow, and I enjoyed an excellent hospitality by the Russians. I think one evening I spent there with the sponsor who sponsored our visit to Moscow. It was a house, a small, cozy little place. I think we were about 15 people there, and I think we spent 4 or 5 hours, and we did not know how the time went. And every time somebody entered, or every time somebody said, there was again cheers or more vodka. And everybody was waiting for an opportunity to raise a toast for vodka. So I really found that in a very small place, how comfortable, how cozy, how people in Moscow were so warm. That warmth really moved me, and I would like to visit Moscow again because I didn't see much because I came during winter. It was, I think December sometime I reached.
December.
So maybe I'll make one more trip to Moscow, but with whatever time we had, I did spend a good time in Moscow.
Би хотел добавить еще, когда мы были студенты, я в основном любитель хоккея. Хоккей за шайбой. Я еще помню пятерка Михайлова, где играли Михайлов, Петров, Васильев, Гусев. Это очень сильная игра. И когда мне удается смотреть телевизор, я всегда увлекаюсь этим играм. Мы даже пропустили занятия для этих игр. 2 часа закончили лекцию и хотели смотреть, когда играли в то время СССР, канадские профессионалы, шведы, чеки и другие. Некоторые привычки, которые очень характерны для русских граждан, очень полезны для всех цивилизаций, дисциплины, очень строгая, жестокая дисциплина, которыми они всегда как очень характерно для этих людей. Далее маленькая работа, как охрана делает в России и в других странах. Охрана все время, он как-то очень внимательный и смотрит на каждый человек или машину, который входит в таком здании или там учреждении. Очень внимательно. И многих других вещей, которые можно обладиться такой системой. Желаем всего доброго, всего хорошего для России и Российской Федерации.
У меня
Don't you want to say something as a
первые руки
spouse?
есть водка.
Say something.
Пью водку и вспоминаю
No, but as
Москву.
Mohan, who's come from there,
Я уехал из Москвы
Yeah,
в
I can say.
97 году и не были в Москве
Ни разу.
ни раз, как мои друзья здесь. Но я вижу Москву в телевизоре, есть такая программа «Russia Today». И вижу Москву, как Москва изменилась. Я не знаю, на лучше или на хуже, но я бы хотел видеть Москву еще один раз. И прошу вас пригласить нас всех туда.
To both university, the Friendship University to which we belong, and to Russian Federation from where we study, please treat this message that we are all the ambassadors of the university as well as the country,
Yeah.
and we love always to we love the memories. We like to be again and again remembering the best part of our life over there, and do try to interact with us from time to time and let us know what further we can improve upon the courses, because there are changes required. We have acquired certain knowledge over a period of time which might be of some interest to the university as well as to the country.
Being Moscowite as my husband, I heard a lot about Moscow and also Russia. It was a golden era where the first batch been there and they learned the life. They were so raw, young, not knowing, so innocent, not knowing things. They learned, but it wasn't like the beginners. They were really enjoying the life there. They didn't struggle for anything. That's what I heard, and they trained them so good persons. So I still admire my husband, and also I met all his colleagues, I can say friends. The way they,
Respect the women.
each and every activity of the team, I feel the teaching and the training, everything like uniform. And it says the culture, you know. So I'm so happy, I'm so glad to be a Moscowite's spouse. So I'm still waiting to go to Moscow and see the place, the way Mr. Mohan described, and that Moscow I want to see.
Hello, good afternoon to everyone. I am an ex-student of People's Friendships University of Russia. I studied there for 8 years, and I studied in the English medium of the college. I started my career in People's Friendship University in 1998. The year when I came to Russia, it was in November, and it was very cold. It was first time in my life when I landed at Domodedovo. Sorry, not Domodedovo, I think. Domodedovo was later, it used to be Sheremetyevo airport those days. In Moscow, it is very busy life for everyone, and people keep running here and there. I don't know how much busy they are. Our life was a little strange because it's a bigger city. I stayed in 10th block those days. I don't know, I think the 10th block even now exists. And there was a canteen below. Being vegetarian, I used to only have kartoshka and macaroni probably. Kartoshka and I forgot what macaroni. You know, it was called as macaroni in Russian also, yes. And I continued studying in Moscow. In between, there was a tragedy where I lost my father. It was in 2002, and still it was very good because the people had, in spite of, after my father's death, a lot of professors and they helped me during this tough period which I went through. And then later in 2004 I graduated with a red diploma from the university. I think Fredlo was the rector that time who gave me the diploma, and then I got a chance of studying free of cost in Russia. I did my specialization in internal medicine for 2 years. It was under Moiseev. I think he is still the professor of internal medicine, and Kabalova. There were the two doctors under whom I finished my ordinatura. There was another doctor whom I wanted to mention was Izhova, Ludmila Georgievna. She was a very excellent doctor. Since professors, they are very senior, they don't get time to interact with the student on day-to-day basis. Ludmila Georgievna Izhova helped me a lot to get a lot of information in internal medicine, which is very useful for me today to practice my medicine in India. I finished my ordinatura in 2006 and I was able to come back to India, and I cleared my Medical Council of India examination in first attempt within 2 months. And then I started practicing in Bangalore. Even today, all the knowledge which I got from my ex-professors helps me, and I am able to practice my medicine very well. Adding to whatever as a doctor I got, it's not enough because today my profession is not a doctor's profession alone. I also work as an administrator in the hospital. A lot of information which the professors taught us in the first 6 years of course, which is unique in Russia alone, where we come to where we learn how to build a hospital, for example, which we learn in community medicine, which is not given in many other countries. It's very, very useful for all of us. I think that helped me to build this 240 bed hospital which I have in Bangalore today. So I'm very thankful to the university and giving me this privilege to speak about what I learned from the university. And of course, at last, what I missed maximum is the Russian potatoes, that is kartoshka, and the snow itself. It was a wonderful place to live, and I'm very happy and very thankful to the university that they gave me this opportunity.